Another heir for his heirness? TMZ is reporting a Georgia woman filed a paternity suit against Michael Jordan. She claims MJ got her pregnant in 1995 and she gave birth to their son in 1996.
And are we really supposed to believe that Michael Jordan in high school couldn't get a date, no luck with girls, got cut from the varsity team? I mean, this is a sad story.
Soon, whenever I walk away from this game, I think that's the only thing that people are going to say was a bad thing about Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan may have ruled the court, but off the court, he was involved in some seriously messy affairs. And there were rumors of so many others, from super celebrities like Janet Jackson to high-profile names like Madonna.
Last night I dreamt of San Pedro.
His love life was just as dramatic as his game. Get ready for the scoop on 25 celebs MJ had some very complicated entanglements with. But let's talk about Michael for a minute.
Hi, my name is Michael Jordan. I want you to take a trip with me and discover the secrets that I've known for many years. The man was truly destined to...
Michael Jordan's path to greatness wasn't as smooth as you'd think. Born in Brooklyn but raised in Wilmington, North Carolina, he grew up learning the grinded-out work ethic from his parents. His dad was at GE, and his mom worked at a bank. In high school, MJ faced a moment that could have crushed his hoop dreams. He didn't make the varsity team as a sophomore. Instead of sulking, he got to work, sharpening his skills and putting in endless hours on the court. By the next year, he earned that varsity spot and turned heads with his raw talent and determination.
And are we really supposed to believe that Michael Jordan in high school couldn't get a date, no luck with girls, got cut from the varsity team? I mean, this is a sad story.
His hard work landed him a basketball scholarship to UNC, where he balled out under legendary coach Dean Smith. As a freshman, Jordan hit a clutch shot in the NCAA championship game, showing the world what he was made of. It was just the start of the insane career that would make him a basketball icon. The Chicago Bulls grabbed Michael as the third pick in the 1984 NBA draft. They had no clue they were snagging a game-changer. MJ didn't waste time making waves. He dominated his rookie season, became the league's top scorer, and grabbed Rookie of the Year like it was nothing. Fans and analysts were instantly hooked on his jaw-dropping moves and superstar energy. But then came 1985. Jordan broke his foot and had to sit out most of the season. Did that slow him down? Not even a little. He stormed back for the playoffs, dropping a mind-blowing 49 points on the Celtics in Game 1 and shattering records with 63 points in Game 2. Even Boston's Larry Bird couldn't help but call him God disguised as Michael Jordan.
MJ. Oh, he did it! Michael shakes the finger!
Michael's career reads like a highlight reel of greatness. 6 NBA championships, 5 MVPs, and a whole lot of all-star appearances. He owned the scoring title 10 times and turned dunk contests into his personal show, winning 3 of them with moves that became instant classics. Oh, and he wasn't just about the flashy offense. MJ snagged Defensive Player of the Year in 1988 to remind everyone he was unstoppable on both ends. From his explosive rookie season to being named one of the NBA's all-time greats, Jordan didn't just play basketball, he redefined it. But living life as a global superstar? Yeah, it's not all cheers and championship rings. Michael Jordan's fame didn't just make him a legend on the court. It put every corner of his life under a massive spotlight. Tabloids were practically camping outside his world, ready to pounce on every rumor or drama. From his relationships to court battles and personal struggles, nothing was off limits. The headlines, always extra. But hey, that's the deal with being a worldwide icon. You get the love, but you also get the relentless invasion of your privacy. Fame, after all, is a double-edged sword, and MJ lived every bit of it. Here's a few of Michael's tabloid moments.
We're going to take it as it comes. We don't know how many we're going to have. We do know we're going to try again and maybe for a girl, but we're just going to wait and see what happens.
Juanita, Vanoy, and Michael's love story started in the most classic way, through mutual friends at a Chicago Bennigan's back in the 80s. Juanita was juggling a loan officer job and college classes, while Michael was just stepping into the NBA spotlight. Sparks flew, and the rest is history. Michael popped the big question over a fancy New Year's dinner, and before long, they tied the knot in Las Vegas. Their growing family soon included 3 kids, Jeffrey, Marcus, and Jasmine. While Michael was out making basketball history, Juanita was the rock at home, holding it all together for their family. But being in the spotlight wasn't all smooth sailing. The pressures of fame and Michael's packed schedule started taking a toll. Things hit a rough patch in the early 2000s, and though they tried to make it work, the marriage ended in 2006. Juanita walked away with a record-breaking settlement and a focus on her family. Post-divorce, Juanita carved her own path, launching a boutique business and staying tight with her kids and grandkids. These days, she's all about celebrating her family's wins and living life on her own terms. Next, Karla Knaufel. Karla Knaufel, a cocktail lounge singer turned model and actress, made headlines for her messy connection with Michael. The two reportedly got involved around the late 80s while Michael was still married to his first wife, Juanita Vanoy. Their secret relationship lasted a couple of years, and things got complicated when Karla claimed Michael promised her a whopping $5 million to stay quiet about their fling. But when she later came forward, saying she was pregnant with his child, Michael shut it all down, denied being the father, and refused to pay up. Fast forward to the early 2000s, Karla took him to court, demanding the money she said he owed. It turned into a full-blown media circus, but DNA tests confirmed Michael wasn't the father, and the case ended in his favor. The drama might have turned up the heat on Michael's public life, but he powered through, keeping his legacy intact on and off the court. Next, Amy Hunter.
I thought you invited me over here to get to know me better, but all you want is your money back.
An actress and model, caught the public's attention thanks to her rumored fling with Michael back in the late 80s. At the time, Amy was a 23-year-old actress living in New York, and Michael, well, he was still married to Juanita Vanoy. Their connection reportedly turned romantic, and Michael was so into Amy that he poured his heart out in a 20-page letter. Yep, 20 pages. The letter spilled all his feelings about her and the complicated situation he was in. Fun fact, that love letter later got auctioned off for over $25,000. But between Michael's marriage and the arrival of his first son, their romance hit a dead end. They went their separate ways, and Amy kept doing her thing, landing roles on shows like Pacific Blue. Next, Lisa Misselli. Lisa Misselli's name is forever tied to one of the messiest chapters in Michael's life. She claimed they had an affair and made some wild paternity accusations against him. The details of how they met are murky, but things got messy fast. Lisa took Michael to court, insisting he was the father of her child and demanding support. But after 2 paternity tests both said, nope, Michael was cleared. That didn't stop Lisa from doubling down, though, which dragged them into a bunch of legal battles. Eventually, Michael had enough and hit back with his own lawsuit, scoring a restraining order to keep her away. But Lisa didn't stop there. She later targeted other celebs, including Paris Hilton, with similar claims, all of which got tossed out. Her relentless behavior led to even more legal trouble, with stalking and harassment charges stacking up. Next, Teresa Randall.
Yes, about a couple of weeks. Was a very popular ride, so they're trying to come up with...
Teresa Randall, the actress everyone remembers as Teresa Burnett in the Bad Boys movies, found herself in the rumor mill back in the 90s. Word on the street was that she had a little something going on with Michael Jordan. The buzz started after the two met, supposedly through mutual friends, and later worked together on Space Jam in 1996. Teresa played MJ's wife in the film, and their on-screen connection had people wondering if there was more happening behind the scenes. Neither Teresa nor Michael ever confirmed the rumors, so what really went down is still anyone's guess. Both have been super private about their personal lives, leaving the gossip pretty much in limbo. These days, Teresa stays out of the spotlight and keeps it low-key. She's married to rapper Timothy Brown, better known as Father MC, and focuses on her life away from all the Hollywood buzz. Janet Jackson, iconic singer, actress, and the queen behind bangers like Nasty and Control, has always been at the center of pop culture buzz. But in the mid-2000s, a rumor popped up that had fans doing a double take. Was she linked to basketball legend Michael Jordan? The whispers started flying around 2007, right after Michael's high-profile split from Juanita Vanoy. Fans and tabloids couldn't resist the idea of two megastars crossing paths romantically. But here's the thing, neither Janet nor Michael ever came forward to say it was true. As much as people wanted to believe in this power duo, there's zero solid proof that anything was going on between them. They each stayed in their own lanes, crushing it in their respective careers. So those romance rumors, just another chapter in the endless list of celebrity what-ifs. Next, Gabrielle Union.
Not just any germs, Oscar. Oh no, the ones. The ones that can swim at 105-degree temperature.
Gabrielle Union, the ultimate Hollywood star known for Bring It On and Think Like a Man, has always been a fan fave for her talent, wit, and bold advocacy for important causes. But back in the early 2000s, her name got tangled up with none other than basketball legend Michael Jordan. The story goes that they crossed paths at a party where MJ, smooth moves and all, went up to Gabby and asked for her number. Her first impression? She thought he was a little corny. Ouch. Still, rumors say they gave casual dating a shot, but it didn't really go anywhere. As much as this celeb link-up had people buzzing, there's no actual proof anything serious happened between them. They both kept grinding in their own careers, and that's that. Just another what could have been in the world of Hollywood whispers. Next, Loredana Jolie.
And check this out. That's Playboy model Loredana Jolie, the high-priced escort who says she shared a sexless relationship with Tiger.
Loredana Jolie, a Swiss model, got tongues wagging with claims she had a fling with Michael back in the 2000s. And she didn't just let it slide. She dished it all in her memoir, Dear Michael, Love Loredana, which dropped in 2015. According to her, they first crossed paths at a fancy New York club, and things took off from there. She spilled that MJ would invite her to his hotel room for some wine and massage oil hangouts. The whole thing? Low-key and purely physical, if her version is to be believed. Of course, it's all from her side of the story, but it's enough to keep the gossip mill churning. Classic Hollywood mystery. Next, Chantal Van Santen.
What did I do to deserve that?
Chantal Van Santen, the actress and model who made waves as Quinn James on One Tree Hill, has had her name thrown into some unexpected headlines. While she's known for her TV and movie roles, including The Final Destination, there's been some chatter tying her to basketball legend Michael Jordan. Back in the early 2000s, rumors started swirling about a possible connection between Chantal and MJ. Things got even spicier in 2014 when the two were seen grabbing dinner in NYC. Naturally, this fueled talk that they might be more than just acquaintances. But here's the kicker. Neither Chantal nor Michael ever commented on the buzz, leaving it all to speculation. So, was there anything to it? Who knows? But it's safe to say the idea of these two linking up definitely turned some heads. Next, Kate Winslow. Kate Winslow is one of those names that pops up in gossip circles linked to Michael Jordan. But honestly, the details are super sketchy. Her name made headlines back in 2014 when some tabloids started buzzing about her supposedly dating MJ. The story went that they'd been seen together at a few events, with a source hyping up the rumor. But here's the thing, no one's ever really figured out who Winslow is, and there's zero solid proof they were a thing. So was she ever actually in Jordan's life? It's a mystery, and the receipts just aren't there. Next, Candace Jordan. Candace Jordan, a well-known journalist and socialite, was pretty much a staple in Chicago's 90s party scene. She was always in the mix, known for her work as a reporter and social columnist. Rumors started swirling about her and Michael Jordan possibly being an item back then. But honestly, the deets are pretty fuzzy, and there's no hard proof to back up the claims. All we really know is that they were both major players in the city's spotlight, and gossip just ran wild. Next, Robin Campbell. Robin Campbell, Dominique Wilkins' ex-wife, had her name tossed around in rumors about Michael Jordan back in the day. She was married to Wilkins during his NBA prime and was a familiar face in the league's social circles. Word on the street was that something might have been going on between Robin and MJ in the 90s. But let's be real. There's zero solid proof to back up the chatter. It's just another one of those NBA gossip tales that's more smoke than fire. Next, Karine Steffens.
Men are celebrated for their sexual conquests, while women are denigrated for their sexual conquests. I don't subscribe to that. Like, to be very blunt and very crass and pedestrian right now, I can who I want.
Karine Steffens, aka Superhead, made waves as an author and former hip-hop model thanks to her jaw-dropping tell-all book, Confessions of a Video Vixen. She didn't hold back, spilling details about her encounters with A-list celebs. Among her many claims, she allegedly had a fling with Michael Jordan. According to her, they crossed paths in the early 2000s when she was often spotted with big-name athletes and stars. She's even mentioned it in interviews in her book. But here's the catch. There's no real proof, and MJ's kept quiet about it. So take it with a grain of salt. It's just one of the many spicy stories tied to her name. Next, Naomi Campbell. Naomi Campbell, the ultimate 90s supermodel and straight-up icon, was at the top of her game when whispers started about her and Michael Jordan. You know Naomi, runway queen, groundbreaking covers, and always where the action was. The story goes that she and MJ may have crossed paths at some glitzy events, think fashion shows, celeb pack parties, and awards galas. But just like a lot of these stories, there's no solid proof. Did they hit it off? Maybe. Or maybe it's just another juicy rumor tied to two of the biggest names of that era. Next, Tyra Banks.
My mom was like, okay, you want to go to Paris? You need to be like an expert on what Paris fashion is. I went to the librarian. She found all of the French magazines. Then we started pulling out video.
Tyra Banks, the supermodel turned TV icon, has had her name tossed into the mix when it comes to Michael Jordan rumors. You know Tyra, Queen of the Runway, Sports Illustrated legend, and mastermind behind America's Next Top Model. She's been a major force in fashion and entertainment, breaking barriers and setting trends left and right. Word on the street is that she and MJ might have had a thing back in the early 2000s, but like most stories about the basketball legend's love life, there's nothing solid to back it up. Whether it's just gossip or there's more to the story, it's no surprise people linked two megastars of their time. Next, Carmen Electra.
My mom said when I was born, I came out dancing. I waved at the camera, boom, that was it. I was on the news every day.
Carmen Electra, the ultimate bombshell from Baywatch and a regular in Playboy, had her name thrown into the Michael Jordan rumor mill back in the early 2000s. Yep, there was talk that these two were briefly an item, but you guessed it, there's not much out there to back it up. Apparently, they were spotted together at a Chicago nightclub, and that's all it took for the tabloids to run with the idea. Some even claimed they went on a few dates, but neither Carmen nor MJ ever said a word about it. Whether it's just a wild rumor or something actually happened, one thing's for sure. This pairing definitely turned some heads. Next, Halle Berry.
And the Oscar goes to Halle Berry in Monsters Ball.
Halle Berry, Hollywood's golden girl and an absolute icon, has been a showstopper in acting, modeling, and breaking barriers. She's won beauty pageants, starred in unforgettable films, and even snagged an Oscar for Monsters Ball. Plus, she's used her platform to take on important causes like racial justice and domestic violence awareness. Basically, she's a queen. But did Halle and Michael Jordan ever have a thing? That's the million-dollar question. Back in the late 90s, rumors started swirling when they were allegedly seen together at a New York nightclub. Naturally, people jumped to conclusions. Still, no one's ever confirmed it, and there's zero solid proof they were anything more than friends, or just two stars in the same room. Next, Kylie Ireland.
The downside of porn is that you get a lot of grief from people. You get the slut or pornographer thing thrown at you. The religious right likes to pick on you a lot, and they don't.
Kylie Ireland, a former adult film star, has made some eyebrow-raising claims about her supposed encounters with big-name athletes, including Michael Jordan. But here's the deal. Nothing's ever been proven, so it's all pretty blurry. According to Kylie, she crossed paths with MJ at a Los Angeles event back in the day and claimed they hooked up afterward. Bold, right? But don't get too excited. Neither side has ever confirmed it, and the whole thing remains a question mark. Next, Vanessa Williams.
shines, the snow comes down in June.
Vanessa Williams has been through it all. Beauty queen, singer, actress, and a certified legend in entertainment. She made history as the first Black Miss America, but her reign was cut short after some scandalous photos hit Penthouse. Did that stop her? Nope. She bounced back and crushed it with hits like Save the Best for Last, proving she's unstoppable. Now about those rumors with Michael Jordan. Word on the street is they might have had a thing back in the 90s. Both were big names at the time, so people naturally started speculating. But the details? Let's just say they're more whispers than receipts. Next, Pamela Smith.
Another heir for his heirness? TMZ is reporting a Georgia woman filed a paternity suit against Michael Jordan. She claims MJ got her pregnant in 1995 and she gave birth to their son in 1996. Pamela Smith is suing Jordan for child support and is asking to have the judge make Jordan the boy's legal last name.
Pamela Smith made headlines when she claimed Michael Jordan was the father of her child and filed a paternity suit against him. She alleged they had a stop-and-go thing during his basketball prime, but Jordan was like, "Not me," and went straight for a DNA test to clear his name. The test? It shut everything down. Jordan wasn't the dad. The case got tossed, but not without stirring up plenty of drama. While Pamela's claims fizzled, the whole ordeal reportedly left MJ over the spotlight and extra cautious about keeping his private life under wraps. Next, Jessica Alba.
Guts.
Jessica Alba, queen of early 2000s Hollywood, had the internet buzzing with a wild rumor that she and Michael had a thing. Spoiler alert, there's zero proof to back it up. Alba shot to stardom thanks to her role in Dark Angel and kept the momentum going with hits like Fantastic Four. She was everywhere, on screens, magazine covers, you name it. But as for her and MJ, that's a no. Just another made-up story that somehow stuck around for a bit before fizzling out. Next, Michelle Y.
On the tee from Honolulu, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Michelle Y.
Michelle Y, the golf prodigy who made waves before she was even old enough to drive, had her name linked to Michael Jordan for a hot second. But don't get too excited. It was all just baseless gossip. Y, who was already crushing tournaments as a kid, made history as a teen by competing in a men's PGA event. Fast forward to 2007, she and MJ were spotted hitting the greens together, and boom, the rumor mill went into overdrive. But let's be real, a shared love of golf doesn't mean anything romantic was going on. Next, Madonna.
Last night I dreamt of San Pedro.
Madonna, the queen of pushing boundaries and breaking records, was once tossed into the rumor mill with Michael back in the 90s. But let's not get carried away. There's zero proof anything actually went down. The pop icon, who's been turning heads and making hits since the 80s, was no stranger to headlines for her love life. From Dennis Rodman to Jose Canseco, Madonna's dating roster had its fair share of athletes, which probably fueled the whispers about her and MJ. But beyond tabloid buzz, there's nothing concrete to back up the claims. Just another chapter in the Madonna mystery. Next, Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez, aka J-Lo, has been in the spotlight for her talent and her headline-making love life. But let's clear something up. Those whispers about her and Michael Jordan in the late 90s? Total rumor territory with nothing to back it up. J-Lo skyrocketed to fame playing Selena in the 1997 biopic, and by the early 2000s, she was dominating pop culture. Add in her famous relationships with Diddy and Ben Affleck, and it's no wonder she was tabloid gold. But as for any connection with MJ, consider that one filed under unconfirmed fan fiction. And lastly, we have Christy Canyo.
What are some of your favorite movies that you did from back in the day? Do you have any that really stick out to you?
God, yes, so many. Like scenes stand out. Like I did for John Staliano in 1985, and I was with 6 guys, and that stands out because there was something so liberating about it.
Mm-hmm.
Christy Canyon, a big name in the adult film world, has claimed she got close to some major athletes, including Michael Jordan. But like a lot of MJ rumors, there's zero proof to back this one up. Christie kicked off her career in the adult industry at 19 and stayed in the game long enough to become a legend, starring in hundreds of films and even landing a spot in the AVN Hall of Fame. She eventually stepped away from filming in the late 90s, but her name still gets brought up in some eyebrow-raising stories, this one included.